Greetings, mortals, and welcome. I am Discord Hydra, and today we are in Godforge, the third alpha. It is about to end in less than an hour, and I just wanted to kind of look over the champions that I've managed to collect, kind of just check out how cool they look and everything, kind of show them off and whatnot. And because the other video I am working on is going to be a mashup of all the bosses that I defeated throughout the alpha. So, but that's going to take me a little bit of time to put together because I'm new at this whole at all this. So, going to take me a moment to edit that together. But in the meantime, I figured we could just kind of review the champions I managed to collect. So first off, we have the Magi here, the Desert Nomad, a nice simplistic little Aru champion here. Looking really nice and spiffy. Got a nice little scarab symbol emblem. I love the looks of his weapon. It's really cool. I love the crescent little blade thing. It's really cool. Yeah. You know, nice and simple. I think it looks kind of cool. Then we have the Hoplite, the Phalanx Protostat. For some reason, when I read Protostate, that's not what my mind automatically sees or reads. So very simplistic, nice, lovely little Greek Olympian here. Nice and simple, nice and shiny silver. Then we have the Desert Raider. He's wielding a two-handed version of the, as if it got broken in half. But he is a part of the Ikur, not the Aru. So, still a cool looking design. I love the crescent part. It just looks pretty cool. Then we have our Berserker, the Enraged Norseman. Got a little bit of blood on his stomach. And other places. Big giant freaking pelt. Probably a wolf. Definitely has that nice kind of like crazed Berserker kind of facial expression. So, looking pretty cool. He's part of the Asgard. And then our next Olympian is the Satyr, the Dancer of Dionysus. Really awesome little cool freaking creature model here. I freaking love it. Rawr! Being all vicious for us. Looks just so cool. Simplistic, yet awesome. I love it. It would not be fun to be bit by him, though. That just looks uncomfortable. I'm just gonna say it. His teeth are all over the place. Looks like it'd be very uncomfy. Then we have our nice, lovely little Jackal, the Sand Scavenger, the good little puppy. Apparently been branded on both his sides. Oop, he had an itch. We got our good little desert puppy. The Aru. Then we have our Composite Bowman, Precision Deadeye. The freaking composite bow that's like as big as freaking he is. The size of that bow is insane. Little feathers there. And just chilling out. Love the design on his little cape there. And we have the Brazilian Archer, Watcher of the Woods. You can just barely tell she's elven. She has a pretty big bow also. Very neat looking. Which makes me think of like a ranged rogue, just kind of ready to sneak through the shadows and just shoot people up. We have the Shield Maiden, the Shield Sister, also with the Asgard. Really like her appearance. It's big ass freaking shield, simple little axe. Also love the paint, war paint around her eyes. Really like her. She's really cool in my opinion. she might be probably the top mark for my favoriteest common by appearance so far. Although I'd say probably the Jackal's probably another close one. Maybe the Satyr as well. But I think she just makes it on top for whatever reason. I just really like her get up and design. So those were all the commons that were in the alpha. Far from all the commons that will be in the game. Then we have the Spartan, the Royal Guard, looking nice and fancy with this red and gold. You know, big and bad. I love the fun little team-up stuff they have aligned with the Hoplite, Spartan, and Leonidas. I think it's really cool. It gives you reason to want to play around with the uncommons and commons. It's really cool. So, nice little medal there. Then we have Shabalugal, the Soldier of Sargon. Nice, fun, spiffy appearance here. Love the freaking scimitar. Well, I'm assuming that's a scimitar. There's a chance that maybe it isn't, but I believe it is. Nice, beautiful little sun decal on his back. He really do love this cloak. Cloak is really cool. But yeah, he just has a nice, cool, fun appearance. A lot of gold medals and whatnot chilling around on him. Then we have the Nubian warrior, the Bowmaster, also with a bow that is as big as he freaking is. Massive bow. I mean, hell, the freaking quiver is also massive. Quiver is like over his torso. Like his torso and like maybe half his leg. Fun little ink tat markings on his chest. Looks really cool. And then we have the Nemean lion, the king of beasts. Oop, branded on his tiny on both sides. That's fun. Although, to be fair, with the myth of the Nemean lion, I wonder how that was, if that would actually technically have been possible. I mean, I know Hercules, like, defeated it and skinned it and whatnot, but would branding, how easy or insanely difficult would branding of the Nemean lion be? Then we have the Knight, the Realm Defender. Big old shield. He really just matches the term knight. Big old sword there. Just really cool. It's really embodies the knight aesthetic. Then we have Konichi here. She's a part of the Izumo. A couple of nice little kunai dagger things, whatever they are. She's a neat little mask going on. A little tattoo there. Really cool design. And then the last uncommon we have is the Mummy, the Embalmed Servant, with a lovely little khopesh. I believe that's what that weapon's called. And he is just hunched over like a gamer with a really bad posture. How many of us is that? I know I can be guilty of kind of doing the hunch over sometimes. But really cool. Like the little mummy design. Now we move up to the rares. So first up we have the Volkodlak, the Shadow Shifter. Awesome little werewolf-like critter going on here. Freaking beastly. I love it. His jacket's mostly intact, but you can see the rips and tears of his like lower part of his jeans or pants, and his shirt that got ripped to shreds. Ooh, looks like he has a brand or bruising mark cuts into him in a symbol of probably the Virage, or close to the symbol of Virage. Oh yeah, in case you guys are interested, Virage, across dark forests of monsters and chill steppes of fearsome predators. Fiery demons guard an iron gate. An impossibly giant tree looms above them. The birds in its branches, said to be the souls of the dead, and the lands beyond that gate are home to both gods and other souls, more favored for their living deeds. So yeah, big scary hands on the Volkodlak. I wonder how badly I'm butchering that. Then we have Tristan, the tortured heart. Nice lovely little spear. Little vial of something or potion or whatever. Neat little shield. Can kind of see the wornness of on it from like constant use. He is with the Avalon faction. Endless mists, more peaceful than menacing, but no less blinding, cloak the boundaries of the sprawling Isle of Avalon. There, surrounded by ancient woods whose thick and endless shadows hide peculiar prying eyes, the heart of that land produces all that could be needed by mortal and fae and god alike. And then we come to Ramses, one of the 3 starters, the Great Pharaoh. Looks freaking beautiful. I mean, they just look so ornate, so beautiful. I just love the appearance. They got the little cobra on the helmet, hood, whatever you want to call that. It's just so ornate and beautiful. I love it. He has a couple of extra weapons if he needs them. I love the Aru aesthetic. I love Egyptians. Egyptian kind of aesthetic and whatnot. Aru. But now, in this time of shattered realms and raging war, Aru is not so peaceful for the gods themselves. They and their chosen warriors retreat behind newly raised walls of towering stone, overseen by immense statues of those gods, of holy beasts, and of the great sphinxes. Sphinx is one of the legendaries I did not manage to acquire during this alpha, but was one that is in the game, in the alpha, but don't get a closer look at the Sphinx, so. Alright, then we have the Minotaur, the Maze Beast. Freaking big scary axe, massive bracers. Really awesome. I love the Minotaur design, just so bulky and just monstrous. Love it. For the Olympus, in the halls of stone walls and Doric columns, the Olympian gods dwell in chambers of luxury and rule from thrones of marble. Attended by lesser deities and demigods, they prefer to watch over their own people, the villages and small cities they can see from atop Olympus. Bam bam bam. And then we have the second starter, Guan Yu, the loyal general. Massive beard. Massive long beard that he likes to hold on to. Beautiful, lovely little blade staff here. No idea what the actual name for it is, but I love it. It's really cool. Awesome little pauldron going on here on his right shoulder. Really awesome. Taiyan. Taiyan is a realm of perfection, the likes of which humanity can only rudely imitate. It is, again, of all the godly domains, the one most clearly canted toward order. Yet its gods find the current crisis anathema of how things are supposed to run, and marshal their armies and emissaries for war. Yeah, I wonder how many times I'm gonna say, I love this design, it's awesome, it's cool. Probably a lot. I just really love how all this stuff's coming together. Then we have Asag, the grotesque golem. Got a whole bunch of, like, almost maybe symbols, markings on his chest. Really awesome golem. Freaking just... You can see, you get a good bit of texture with it, like half his face, and the rest of him is just like golem, like amalgamated together. Very natural, like you can almost see it being like a rock just on the side of a mountain or something. Eker, at the heart of the Great Plain, arid and often akin to desert, a lush garden blooms. Beside that garden rises the slope of the Great Mountain, atop which stands the house of Eker itself, home to the gods and their favored servants. And then we come to Tutankhamun, the Curse of the Pharaoh. Awesome, lovely little mummy design with his wonderful, cool freaking helmet. Very, very cool. I love it. Boop. That was kind of crazy spin. He's Aru as well, obviously. And we have Isolde, the Cornish Queen. She has a couple potions on her side as well. Got a nice, lovely little sword with ivy wrapped around it, or, you know, some sort of plant. She's a really cool champion. She was helpful early on with her turn meter manipulation. Excuse me. And she's Avalon. Then we have Icarus, the Scorched Pride. So got his flying wings. He got the very neat little bow going on here. I like how the arrow's kind of like red, like it's been dipped in the sun or you know, some really hot fire or something. Bunch of cool feather design. Neat little mask going on, or headpiece, blindfold, whatever you want to call it. Very neat. Then we have Hippolyta, the Amazonian Queen. Some neat little tattoos. I love her design. Beautiful looking shield. The spear is awesome. Freaking badass. She's Olympian like Icarus. And we have the Kate Sith, the Veiled Terror. Nice little kitty cat. Who has an itch. Love the little kind of, I guess, necklace, quote unquote, for it. Looks really cool. Are you branded as well, or doesn't look like you're branded? So I guess the showing of the marking is on your is just the necklace or whatever you want to call it. Not sure if it'd qualify as a harness or not. I think harness is more of just for like that, you know, sitting on them. But you know, anyway, either way, I love the little cool looking kitty cat. Then we have Shishi, the Jade Protector. Just freaking rawr. Very nice looking. They're part of the Tian, which we already covered. Then we have Shinigami, the Shadow Reaper. Really love this guy. I'm a sucker for size, so I just freaking love this dude. I had some fun playing with him in Alpha 2. He's really he has some fun little damage capabilities. So definitely look forward to getting him in the beta and when the game comes out. Uzumo, a land atop the clouds that float above nigh endless sea. This, like so many other mythic domains, is a realm of plenty and impossible beauty. Everything grows in abundance, from vegetables to crops to forests and jungles. then we come on to Moon. I know I murdered that. The Sunrise Redeemer. I love her little scepter. Her little scepter here. This little snake with the freaking gem in its mouth. And just, I love the design there. Also really fun that, just watching her twirl both at the same time. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have Scotty, the Frostborn Huntress. Little, nice lovely frost giantess. Beautiful design. She's part of the Asgard. Sitting amidst monster-infested forests, safe within a surrounding abatis of thick plants and jagged branches, the great burg of Asgard stretches across grassy plains, over winding creeks, and atop the slopes of a great central hill. Very cool. She has a lot of really nice control with freeze. It is evil. Dagonet, Jester Knight. Definitely get the Jester feel with this dude. It's like, Jester, really? I couldn't tell. Really cool design. Very awesome. Part of Avalon. He's a nice little debuffer. And then we have Bauk, the Shadow Beast. Like a freaking bear, deer creature. Freaking awesome looking. I love its design so much. And when you see it in action, you just kind of like feel like it's very bear-like and just like the heaviness of its blows. And then we come to our last starter champion, the one I went with this time. Lady Zoc, the consort of Yaxchilan. Their awesome, lovely little blade here. Neat design. She's of the Omioken. Between and among those wonders stand the manners of the gods themselves. Great structures ranging from simple stone domiciles to steep step pyramids to dwarf any seen by mortal eyes. There the gods look down upon worshippers in the living world and the long-dead champions consigned to the underworld. Bum 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 bum. And then our last rare is Maria Morevna, the warrior princess. Couple neat daggers. Love her design. She's very elegant and whatnot. You definitely get the kind of warrior princess vibes with her. She's also really good against people that throw up a bunch of buffs. I was actually building her up in preparation because I was reading that I was probably going to need her for a couple of difficult waves, but I managed to luck out in my first try against those waves and didn't actually need to finish building her out. But I was preparing. I was ready. I was ready if I needed her. So that's our last rare. On to the epics, starting with Leonidas, the Shield of Olympus. Yeah, he just is embodying that badass nature. Awesome freaking spear. Just, ugh. And when he hits, you can feel the impacts of his blows. His stun ability is so annoying to deal with, but you can definitely kind of feel why it would stun somebody, because just the might that he hits with is just oof. Crazy stuff. Then we have Set, the deity of disorder. Very, very awesome. I love this. Massive, like, awesome upgrade of the crescent weapon design. And it's just, oof. And of course, the magical energies he calls around him when he's using his abilities is also really cool. I love the energies that manifest around him. He just, phenomenal, fun stuff. He has an extra little blade on his back there. Then we have Musashi, the victorious duelist. This guy was a little annoying in a couple of the level waves at the higher end, but massive katanas, ready for kicking some butt. Then we have the Hound of Duat, the Grave Watcher. Really decked out freaking puppy dog here. Decked out freaking massive jackal or whatever. Ooh, I love the little cobra helmet design there. Ugh, fun stuff. And then we come to Percival, the Faithful Knight. This guy is freaking built. He's just so freaking beefy, just oof. And it's really funny. He has all these little chalices, and there's one on the top of his axe, and his axe is just so ornate, beautiful, whatever. Man, it's really funny because he's so, like, you know, built, heavy, muscular, and like freaking badass. And yet one of his I think it's his main attack, he just does this. He jumps like freaking 20 feet into the air, spins, and just comes crashing down on somebody. It's just like, how are you able to do that with that much muscle and armor on you? You're just freaking doing like a freaking skyrocket jump. Ugh, so awesome. Then we have Osiris here, the Lord of Silence. I also love the magical energies that go about him. It look really pretty when he's attacking as well. Very neat stuff. Love his little helmet, head, face, whatever. Whatever this is. Then we come to Brynhild, the Exiled Valkyrie. Such an awesome design. I love her spear. It is so freaking pretty. So pretty. Love her design. She looks so badass. And we have Pandora, the Keeper of Chaos. Bunch of little tattoo markings or whatever on her. And then, of course, Pandora's box. I love this little animation here. The box beginning to, like, freaking act up, and then she quickly moves to close it and looks around and be like, oh, is everything okay? Everything safe? We good? Okay. So cool. Then we have Gilgamesh, the King of Heroes. Freaking built just rawr. It looks like he's gonna freaking bulldoze people. Like, take away his axe, he looks like he can freaking bulldoze like almost anybody in his way. Just bam. And then you give him this nice pretty golden axe, and it's just like, ooh, scary stuff. Very badass. And then you come to my first epic in this, in Alpha 3, Beset, the Daughter of Ra. And she has these really interesting utensils that she can also very neatly spin around. This one looks like a Ankh. This one, I have no idea about this one, but it looks so interesting and unique. And just like, ooh, okay, that is quite the weapon design. But she is so cool. I love how she was my first epic, and she pairs with Ra so well. Really awesome stuff. Our next Aru is Imhotep, the Architect of Ascension. He's quite nice. Good little support champion here. Bit more simple looking, but still very nice. Definitely very fitting of his title and whatnot. And yeah, his heals were very helpful for a bit there. And then we come up to the Green Knight, the Knight of Trials. This guy looks so epic. It is ridiculous. I love his armor. I love his sword, his mask. I love this design. He is so freaking cool. So badass. And then we have Achilles, the Myrmidon's Wrath. He came in very handy for beating the Golden Guardian, as you'll see in my boss video. So, very badass. Very cool. And then we come to Mordred, the Vengeful Heir. I positively love his sword. I want it so badly. It is so fucking cool. Mordred looks pretty nice. Really awesome decal on his cape. Mordred was actually incredibly helpful in beating the last few waves leading up to the end, because he was able to use his confusion to kind of disrupt the enemy a bit, and he was very helpful. And then we come to our last epic, Beowulf, the Monster Slayer. He was very, very good for damage dealing as well, as you will probably see. Yeah, he is massive. He has this gargantuan, thick, like, broadsword or whatever. Giant skull of something that he's freaking wrecked. The title of Monster Slayer is very befitting for Beowulf here. He is a machine when it comes to damage. And now we get to touch upon the Legos I did manage to acquire. So here we have Loki, the Master of Mischief. Such a fun, beautiful design, and just a little kind of bow kind of he does there. The daggers I freaking love. They're so beautiful, so the purple and then the kind of almost eyes up on them kind of give off this nice little kind of almost creepy aesthetic. The little mask face ornament thingies on his get up here are just so cool. It's so cool. And of course he has this awesome lovely little snake around his neck multiple times. I love the design. It's very neat. And then we have Isis. She was my first legendary in the previous alpha, in the second alpha. Very nice, very potent. She is a nice little resurrection. And in Alpha 3, she was quite the hassle at a couple of the later waves. One of the waves, in fact, has two of her, and it was quite the troublesome wave for a lot of people. So, but yeah, Isis, the Divine Mother, just awesome. I love the Egyptian design. I love the Aru. Looking forward to trying to get as many of them as quickly as possible when when the game fully comes out. Wonder how difficult it's going to be. Then we have Hel, the Queen of Helheim. She is so freaking awesome looking. I mean, just look at this. Oh, her half live, half dead appearance, her scepter. It's just, oh my God. Wow. I don't have the words. Do not have the words. So beautiful. Then we have Pangu, the first being. He is quite the brute brawler death machine. This freaking giant scary axe. His incredibly unsettling stare. It is very unsettling. If you thought it was creepy in his portrait, it's worse when you're looking at him in the flesh. Man. And then we have nice, beautiful Aphrodite here. Just freaking gorgeous. I love this little thing where she's kind of like all flirting with herself in the mirror, like, oh, look at you, you look so great, and kind of little animation. Very cool design. Aphrodite, the heavenly desire. So, yep. Then we come to Dracula, the Count of Transylvania. Very badass looking sword. Another one I would love to get my hands on. He has a nice, lovely little cape. His gauntlets are freaking badass. Just really cool. For, you know, the upteens time. Then we have Odin, the All-Father. Freaking evil-ass little spear. I almost want to call it a trident, even though I know that would be horribly inaccurate. But yeah, his awesome, lovely spear. Freaking giant crow skulls, question mark, on his shoulders. Freaking wonderful golden mask kind of covering his bad eye, the eye he gave up. Can kind of see little kind of tattoos around his armbands here. Very fun. Then we have Yadrig Goch, the Protector of Avalon. Yet, you know, another name for me to murder 28 Ways to Sunday. And this is just so freaking cool to actually be able to have this badass looking dragon that you... Whoa. Okay, that went a little crazy there. But yeah, it's just, it's gonna be so much fun. This badass looking dragon, get to play with them and build them. Just gonna be so much fun. And then we have Zeus, the king of gods, looking so majestic, looking so cool with his insane spear, staff, thunderbolt weapon. It is, just the electricity coursing around it, and yeah, he definitely has the kind of the energy, and just, I love his little pauldron here. Very cool. And then, of course, we have Hercules, the mighty redeemer. All big and buff. Freaking tore up. You got the freaking... I love his club. His club is really awesome looking. And kind of hints at the whole, you know, defeating of the Hydra. And you get the hints of the Nemean lion. You know, the various homages to the stuff some of the stuff he's done. It's just really cool. And he is very beefy. He is a tough champion to put down if you're not careful. Then we come to Shamash, the Flames of Truth. This guy is so awesome. So much gold. I may be more interested into the kind of the dark, evil looking aesthetics and whatnot, but his sword, I want it. It is so, for a bright, lovely little weapon. It is one that I really love the design of, and it's just so awesome. And then, of course, we come to my first legendary, the Mighty Ra, the Divine Eclipse. He helped me burn our way through most of the game. Ran amok with him. It was so great having Ra just incinerating enemies left and right. Just I love Raw so much. So glad he was my first legendary, and I was able to just kind of incinerate wave after wave with him. It was kind of sad that, you know, he has that disadvantage against Fafnir because he applies Blaze. So I couldn't really use him at the final fight. But, you know, he helped me get a far ways. And then we come to our massive tank for pretty much since I've got my first one. Heimdall, the Bifrost Warden. Freaking awesome design. I love his sword. It got a nice, awesome little goat design on his belt. His sword is just so beautiful. And his freaking helmet. The 4 horns, and then the multiple eye slots. You got like freaking 6 eyes here. And then when you turn him around, oh, there's another couple eyes. So beautiful, wonderfully done on the design and whatnot, and just I just loved it so much. And then my ultimate DPS through to the end, Anubis, the Shepherd of Shadows. He helped me beat the final 10 waves with his crazy damage he was able to help dish out. Him, Mordred, Shamash, and Heimdall were able to work together to deal with the last 10 waves, a couple of which gave people some problems. And I was ready to swap, like, Mordred out for Maria to deal with the Isis waves, but Anubis and Mordred, Heimdall, and Shamash were just well prepared to deal with the double Isis wave and whatnot. And just Anubis's design, oh my god, is so awesome. Nice and creepy, like the amount of blood and kind of almost grotesqueness to it. And of course, you know, he's using a scythe, and I love scythes. Nice, awesome purple energy here. It's just, oh, I love it so much. I am so excited for Godforge. I hope you guys are as well. I hope you had fun looking at all these all these champions with me. The other 2 legendaries outside of the Sphinx I was not able to get was Horus and Quetzalcoatl. Was not able to pull either of them. I wish I had more time to kind of play around with all the champions, but, you know, I was kind of hard-pressed for trying to beat 151, so I wasn't able to kind of play around as much as I probably would have liked to, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and, yeah. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and if you want to know when the videos go up, go ahead and hit that bell. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.